Hey everybody, it's Safi and Marco Dish Out on Movies, the only movie review show on YouTube to review movies in terms of food. It's just Marco here once again. I am here to do a fan request. Well, I don't know if the guy's a fan, but on the Goosebumps Facebook group, this guy, he really wanted to know what people thought of the Milfs and Gilfs of Goosebumps. And I just thought, that sounds fun. And it was fun. It was like a smorgasbord of Canadian goodness. Like, it was just like a big buffet of Canadian women. And it was like oh my God. It was the greatest thing ever. I gotta say, like, I thought nothing can beat the babes of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, of Halloween, Better Call Saul. Those babes are just unbeatable. But I was wrong. Okay, all these babes combined, they are on another level. So, and so I will try to make this quick, I promise, because here's the reality of these list videos. It takes me 1 minute minimum, or I'd say 30 seconds minimum, to get through a person or a list entry. And so if there are 67 Goosebumps, Gilfs, and Milfs that I found, and if I spend 1 minute on each, it'll already be an hour and 7 minutes long. So realize that, I don't like making these long videos at all. It's such a chore, especially because I also need to have space to film for my movie that I'm working on. And so I already shot something this morning. I woke up an hour early and I just shot something. I just shot a whole scene because, for fun. And so without further ado, let's get started. I have Safi's phone here so I can look at the pictures. First off, I totally forgot about the homeless woman in Terror Tower. The one who said, "Your time is coming, dearie." I totally forgot about her, but it's like, yeah, time for the sloppiest, most dirty medieval blowjob in history. Yes, please. Did you see the way those people in that episode, did you see the way they clean those turkey legs? They gnawed, they were like, they gnawed all the way down to the bone and didn't leave any meat on the turkey leg. And I have a feeling that homeless woman from Terror Tower, I have a feeling her BJ game is top tier. And so, I apologize wholly for not including her on this list. And also, just a disclaimer, this is all for fun. And I have to say that because you'll get these certain retards who like to say that this is wrong. It's gross. It's sexist. It's objectification. Wah, wah, wah. Well, fuck off. Okay? Because get ready for some objectifying. But we will also talk about the characters. Like, just because I say, yeah, she's really hot, I'm still going to talk about her character. Even more so, actually. Like, there are some people in the F tier that, I would have loved to have put them at the top. Because that's how fucking hot I think they are. But they're really, really evil. Or they're monsters. So, let's get started. Oh God, this is going to be a long video. Ugh. 67 is Scary Grandma from Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns. Now, here's the thing. Oh, wow. This woman, she is a part of a dream sequence, so we don't even know if she's real. But she took the main kids, and she's forcing children into this room so that her husband can watch them trick-or-treat forever. Or something. Like, it was really creepy. And now here's the big deal breaker with this Scary Grandma. She creeped me out. Like, her and her husband as a kid, I could not watch this episode because I was so grossed out. I was so creeped out by these people, especially him, because the grandpa, he had this like green, gross rash on his face that looks like the rash I have like underneath my stomach right now, which is really weird. I have like this rash from like working out, and I guess like you get it from something about your skin rubbing against your skin or something. Let's not talk about skin rubbing against skin anymore until we get to the good stuff, the good entries on this list. This guy, he had this green rash, and so you can only suspect that if he has like this green rash on his face, I can guarantee when you take off her dress and you go where you're supposed to go to do stuff, who's to say she doesn't have a green rash down there? Gross, Marco. Yeah, I know. But I can't help it. Like, what was that green rash? Like, I don't know. Like, where did that guy get that green rash from? Did he get it from chowing down on her one night? 66 is the granny horror from One Day at Horrorland. Now, I don't even need to say anything about that one. I mean, and number 65 is the young horror from One Day at Horrorland. The thing is about these horrors is that they literally had the same prosthetics for the male and female horrors, but they would just put like makeup and some female clothing on the female horrors, and so they really don't look good. Like, honestly, I bet that I could come up with a really sexy looking horror. In fact, I'm going to take that as a challenge. Like, I really think that you could make a sexy horror. Like they did with... Oh, wait. No, they didn't do that with Gremlins. What am I talking about? But these are just literally guy horrors with female stuff on. Like, they're transvestite horrors. And they'd be really gross. I don't know what having sex with a horror is like. I don't want to find out. And this is the real deal breaker. If you pinch a horror, they die. They deflate. And so, that's not fun. Number 64 and number 63 are the women from old stories. So first off, you got Aunt Dahlia. Now, Aunt Dahlia, she's probably cleaned out. Like, that's the good thing about Aunt Dahlia. Like, you're not going to have dirty, okay, I'm not going to get that gross. But she eats a lot of prunes. She eats prune cookies. She eats prune waffles. She eats prune everything. And you can guarantee she is fully cleaned out. She doesn't have anything. She is just fully cleaned out. But here's the downside. Number one, she's a pedophile because she's preying on these young boys and feeding them these prunes, these magical prunes, so that they'll grow old. Not only that, and she sells them too. She was gonna sell her nephew and her nephews because these two old women wanted husbands. Like, that is how evil this woman is. I mean, pedophiles, they should automatically be down at the bottom. Am I right? Like, I think that this woman's pretty beautiful, this Aunt Dahlia. In fact, she's a pretty famous actress. She was also in American Psycho. But did you see what she looked like at the end, too? Like, it turned out that she really didn't look like a human. She was just a monster covering up as a human. So she actually wasn't even their aunt. That's another creepy thing. So this woman, she's creepy, she's evil, she scares the shit out of me. But I do love Old Story. I think an Old Story is my favorite episode of the whole series. So the next two are Lillian and Mimi. And I just lumped them together because at the end of the day, they're both pedophiles, and pedophiles are not good, and they don't deserve to have any credit at all. or any sort of, I don't know, what, sympathy, whatever, like any sort of, like, glorification. Like, these two women are evil. Guys, think about what they wanted to do. They wanted to kidnap these two boys and make them be old people so that they could marry them. And they wanted to take them to a private island, like Jeffrey Epstein style. That is how fucking evil these two bitches are. I'm not gonna rank one over the other because they're both pedophiles. Like, they're both pedophiles. That's bad. So they're there. Gross. So next is the scary shopkeeper from The Blob That Ate Everyone. Now, this woman, she's creepy too. Like, I don't know anything about her. She claims to be the owner of the shop that burnt down. And she gives the boys, the boy and the girl, Zach and his friend, she gives them a magical typewriter. And she says, they can have it, but she just appears out of nowhere. Like, I do not know what she is. She's probably a demon. I don't know. Like, she's pretty creepy. She's weird. She's pretty, though. She's very, very pretty. It's just that her character is a mystery. And, no thanks. The next one, number 61, is the ant from Monster Blood. Now, oh my god. She turned out to be a victim by the end of the story, but let's just say that you're a random guy and you happen to come across her. You don't know her story, and so if you get with her, like, it could be a nightmare. Like, the way that they described living with this ant in the book Monster Blood was one of the most terrifying things I've ever experienced. Like, she made this, like, gross, like, roast beef that was, like, it was all bloody, and it was, ugh, and she made, in the episode, she makes these, like, these cat litter cookies that, like, they're green for some reason, and, like, really, really weird. And I really, really don't want to mess with this woman. She looks terrifying. I don't want to take the chance, especially at the beginning. She has this, like, almost like an evil school teacher look to her. But at the end of the episode, she looks a lot hotter for sure. But still, like, I don't want to. And also, in the book, oh shit, what the fuck was that? In the book, the witch made her deaf. And so, I can't remember if she gained back her hearing or not, but that could also be another issue. Like, she might shoot me if she thinks I'm a burglar or something. Number 60 is Sarah Beth from Monster Blood. Now, this woman is another evil one. She's very, very evil. She's also part cat. She, like, transforms into a cat. And so you think about, like, ew. Like, she even displays mannerisms like a cat. So she's basically like those weirdos nowadays who like to, quote-unquote, identify as a cat. And so you know what that means. There is actually a story just the other day about this mentally ill young girl who identified as a cat. And she was going to school, and she yelled at a student for sitting at a desk next to her because her quote-unquote tail was on the other seat. And that's the type of mental illness that we're dealing with nowadays. It's like in a Goosebumps episode. And you just think about all the implications of that. She eats cat food, so if you kiss her, you're going to taste cat food. She goes to the bathroom in a litter box. That's, I guess it would turn on some certain types of people in Germany and Japan, but not me. Although I did sit through Two Girls, One Cup the whole movie. If you guys want to know the truth, it was so bad. It made me so grossed out for an entire 3 days. But she's evil. You know, in the book, she's so spiteful that she makes this woman deaf. And she's really evil. She's a monster. Don't want to deal with her. Number 59 is the mom from Strained Peas. This woman is very cute, but she is so dumb. I mean, she doesn't even know what her own baby looks like. Like, she literally switches out her baby with, like, a monster baby, and somehow her real baby is a monster, too. And so you have to wonder, like, what is going on down there? Like, what is going on? Is there something wrong? Is she a mutant or something? Like, it's never explained. So, I don't want to take the chance with that. Number 58 is the ghost woman from House of No Return. This woman, she would have been like in the top 5. But she's a ghost. She's a scary ghost. And she's a scary ghost, and she kills children. Like at the end of the episode, she kills this group of bullies and makes them become ghosts too. And I do not want to become a ghost just so I can have sex with this pretty ghost from House of No Return. But God, like, look at how hot she is. She looks like a true gothic girl, like, you know, in the 80s and 90s. Like, I could just imagine running into this girl at, like, fucking Burger King. Oh, I hate Burger King, but just seeing her, like, she's got... Oh, yeah, she's got this gothic clothes on, and like, oh, if only she wasn't a ghost. So then, number 57 is the woman from Return of the Mummy. Now, this woman, she'd be number 1, but I gotta be honest, guys, I took one look at this picture of her in this Egyptian outfit with this mummy hand, and I said, I'm not fucking with that. Like, you guys see these types of women all the time on dating apps. You know, they have like an earring on every part of their body. They say like, I'm a pagan, I'm a witch, and it's like, oh god, I'm a Luciferian priestess. You know, stuff like that. You know, there was one the other day while I was doing a video. And she had, like, white eyes, like, you know, when your eyes roll to the back of your head, and she had devil horns on, and it's like, oh, I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with this. It creeps me out. Like, this, she's just so creepy, like, no thanks. The next one is 56. This is Amanda's mom. Not Amanda. She is the friend's mom in Welcome to Dead House. And now this woman, I gotta be honest, she would be number 2 if she wasn't evil like she was. But if all the people in Welcome to Dead House, they're all a bunch of zombies that want to eat you. And I know that kind of sounds hot. Like, I mean, you know, she probably would definitely be into eating, you know, a lot of people aren't, but she probably would. She would do some dirty stuff as a zombie that other women wouldn't do. But the thing is that she's a cannibal. She and all the other townspeople, they have devoured and massacred entire families to satisfy their hunger. And I am not in the mood to be devoured. The next one is 55, and it is Hannah's mom in The Ghost Next Door. This is the last F-tier person. She is very, very beautiful. She's a very nice person, I guess. She's a good mother. You know, her whole family, they all died in a fire. And so she's a ghost. She's another ghost. And so that is the only reason she is this low. And that's that. So next up is number 6. Wait a second. Okay, I changed it. 54. I meant to put this person in the F tier because they're another ghost. Is the cousin from Ghost Beach. what happened? She's not in the... Oh, I forgot to put her picture up, damn it. This woman, she's a very good cook. She knows how to make some great chicken soup. And also, in the book, she makes like this really good like berry cobbler or something. So she's a great cook. And her house is really cool. It's in the middle of this beach area. But she's a ghost and she's evil. At the end of the book, they want to kill the dog and they want to kill the two children because they found out that they're ghosts. And they want them to be ghosts with them. And I'm sorry, but I am not hooking up with a ghost so that I can eat her good cooking. I am not doing that. Number 53 is the grandma from How to Kill a Monster. This is another one that's a great cook, horrible person. She doesn't tell her own grandchildren that there's a monster in this room that she doesn't want the kids to go into. And I just think that that's so horrible. That's so awful. And then guess what she does? She and her husband, they leave. They leave the kids there themselves. And they leave a note. They leave like a letter or something that says, like, don't go in that room. And it's like, oh, God. And don't go outside either. Just go nowhere. Like, that's what she literally says. So I'm not, I don't like her. 52 is the witch from Be Careful What You Wish For. This one's very pretty. She's got this, like, weird gothic look going on. But she's got these feathers at the top of her head, and there's this kind of implication that she's part bird, and so I'm not getting into a interspecies relationship with a bird. And you also think the dangerous thing with this woman is that if she gets mad at you, she can do anything to you with her magic. She can curse you. She can get her wish for you to die. She can do any of this stuff with her powers. And so you don't want to take the chance of, oh no, we had a fight over dinner, and so now she's going to turn me into a centipede. I don't want that. I don't want that frustration, that aggravation. Next up in the D tier is, and I'm just going to stop saying numbers because I think that I just want to talk about who's in each tier. Next up is the mom from Cuckoo Clock of Doom. She is very, very beautiful, and she's very beautiful in real life too. But they actually do the actress a huge disservice because over the course of the episode, they go back in time. And they make her uglier and uglier and uglier with each time period, to the point of where at the end she doesn't even look like the same actress. And it's unfortunate because the real actress is a babe. But the thing is too is that she always takes the daughter's side. And the daughter is horrible. She's Tara the Terrible. She's one of the most she is the worst person in Goosebumps history. She's evil, and it's so satisfying when she gets erased. But her mom takes her side always, 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 always against Michael. Another thing she does that's gross is, in the book specifically, she forces the family to go on this, like, vegan diet because it's good. It's good. Let's just follow a fad and a trend. And so they specifically go into, like, they have to eat this gross lentil soup that tastes terrible. And there's this one night where they're eating Chinese vegetables only. And it's just, like, so gross. And it's like, the people in this episode, they say, like, they're basically starving because of her terrible cooking. The only thing good that she does, really, that's redeeming for her character is that she bakes a cake, homemade cake. Oh, wait. I don't know if she did that in the episode or the book, but she did in one of them. And that's pretty cool. You know, a lot of vegans, they're basically dessert people, and she's probably just a dessert person. I don't know. But it was similar too. Like, you guys remember I just talked about Skylar and how Skylar forced her husband to have turkey bacon on his birthday. This woman forced her whole family to change their diet to suit her agenda, and I don't like that at all. Next up is the biology teacher from It Came From Beneath the Sink. You know, she knows a lot about biology. You know, that song from fucking Animal House. I don't know nothing about biology. Well, this woman knows a lot about biology. She's gonna know how to suck your... Okay, I'm just trying to be funny, okay? She knows how to have sex with you. She knows a lot about biology. She knows a lot about the weenie. She knows a lot about titty jobs. She knows a lot about taking it. Okay, I'm moving on. I realize that somebody's gonna find this super cringeworthy, and I don't blame you. I don't really care either. Next up, and so she's kind of boring. I mean, her character kind of sucks too. Like, I can't even remember her character. That's how boring she is. But she's pretty though. She's got like this kind of, I like her bangs. She's got these bangs. The next one, this woman deserves to be in last place. But she's not a monster, she's not a pedophile, so she is going to be right here. And that is the flight attendant, the stewardess from More Monster Blood. This woman, like, you just look at her picture even, and all the memories come back, the traumatic memories. Like, this wasn't a character from the book. This was a new character that they invented. And she is the most annoying, insufferable, and she's designed that way to where the kids are warning everyone about monster blood, and she is warning the kids, stop, she acts very mean to them, but she is the cutest, patootiest pie. Like, she's got this, like, I'm not a fan of her hairstyle, but she's got like the cutest, patootiest little button nose. I just want to go boop, 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 boop. I just want to, you boop, 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 boop. Just boop that little nose. Just boop, boop. This is the cutest little nose. And, you know, who knows what else that she's got that's cute. You know what I mean? And she's a stewardess, but we all know what flight attendants are like. As you guys learned yesterday, there was the fraud attendant, as I called her, and she was like the most flakiest, unreliable, awful human being ever. And she's terrible, and so I really don't want to mess with this woman, this character. Next up is the mom from One Day at Horrorland. I'm going to take a drink. I need a drink of water, of course. Now, this character, I think she's very pretty. She was always annoying. Like, the whole family was pretty annoying to me ever since I was a kid. I did not really like them that much. I don't really like the wardrobe they all have either. You know, like, they each have these very generic clothes. Like, she has this blue shirt, and she's got these boring khaki pants. And it's just very, very boring and dull. And she's pretty ditzy, too. But she's pretty. She's a great actress because she played that character well. But her character was just... She is a D-tier character for sure. Basically, most of the characters in the D tier are the humans that I would have put in the F tier if they weren't like as bad as those. The next one up, sorry, my voice is tired. It's getting so tired from talking. Next up is the aunt from How I Got My Shrunken Head. Now this one, she's very cute. Like, she's got these bangs, and she's just got, like, that she has a good O face. When they go, oh! She's making an O face in this picture. And, she's got the best O face I've ever seen, in fact. And, she's a fantastical, in terms of looks. But in terms of character, she creeps me out. Like, she was telepathically contacting her nephew, telling him, come to me in Africa. Come to me. And then what's the magic words that she taught him? She's like, nephew, you have the power. You have the power, little boy. Come to Africa with me, your Auntie Pooh. And it's like, okay, she's creepy. Like, she's really, really creepy, which is sad because her character is supposed to be a hero. And she's supposed to be this supporting character who helps the main kid. But she creeps me out. Like, like, she's another witch too, I think. And so she knows how to do that type of stuff. And I do not want to be telepathically contacted in my dreams. But what's that she taught him how to say? He's like, Kaya! 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 Like, whenever he's in a troubling situation, she says, say the magic words, little boy. And he's like, Kaya! Kaya! It's the funniest, stupidest shit ever. Like, I bet if I was the kid in How I Got My Shrunken Head, I would just be so embarrassed. Like, I would never, ever, ever live that down. Like, Kaya! Like, I'm so glad I'm not the one who had to say that. Oh, but I just did say it like 20 times. Now we are in the C tier, and I'm going to take another drink, which I'm sure you guys find entertaining. It's good to stay hydrated. I'm a little stuffy today, too, because I sleep in, like, the coldest room, and I can't really cover my head with the blanket, and so I feel a little stuffy today. It's not fun. Next up is the mom from Night of the Living Dummy 3. Now, this woman is fuck yeah. She is a goddess. She is just a fucking angel in her bathrobe and her curly-ish hair. Oh, shit. She is... I get that these notifications on Safi's phone scare the shit out of me. Sorry about that, but God, this woman, she is a babe. She is just so hot. Even like she's a chubby chaser too, which is good news for me. Even though I am losing weight and I've already lost 11 pounds, and I've lost 40 plus pounds before, and then I gained it back, and so I'm losing it again. And so, but the thing about this woman is that her character is very unlikable in the episode. She comes across as a super bitch, and she's very mean and just, it's a very negative household, which, I gotta be honest, it's par for the course with these Night of the Living Dummy episodes. That's why I kind of don't like them sometimes, because you always expect that the parents will just be super negative and mean. And a lot of the parents on this list are just super negative and mean. This is one of them. The next one is the mom from How I Got My Shrunken Head. She is just a dumb blonde bimbo. I mean, her boyfriend has like the IQ of 10, and he's just the stupidest boyfriend. He's mad that his stepson has like an Africa obsession and that he loves African culture, and she's mad. She like forces him to take all of his African stuff down, But then she does the most weirdest thing, which is she sends her nephew to Africa all by himself, which is, wow. Like, you would really... Oh, but he was going to meet his aunt at the airport in Africa. Like, yeah, okay. Like, just imagine if he had gotten kidnapped. Like, this woman, she does not know what end is up. She is clueless and queer, creepy and dumb. Next up is the mom from My Best Friend is Invisible. This one should have been at the bottom too, because she is actually a scientist, and she is not human. And in fact, in the story, there is only one human left, and that's why he is invisible, is because he is hiding out from these evil monsters like this woman. And so regardless of how fucking hot she is with her fucking little cute-ass scientist glasses, that doesn't change the fact that she wants to experiment on me. And I gotta be honest, like, experiment on me all you want, scientists from My Best Friend is Invisible. Like, feel free to experiment on me. Like, you know, experiment in the good way, not in the bad way. Like scientists love to do with animals all the time. Next up is the mom from Attack of the Jack-o'-lanterns. Now, this is just average. This is an average character. She had like 1 second of screen time where she was like, you know, I don't think the kids should go out because I think it's dangerous. You know, 5 people got killed and kidnapped. But then she's like, never mind. They're going in a group. Never mind. She's pretty clueless. Next up is the mom from Don't Go to Sleep. Now, I gotta be honest. Even though she's got these super hot bangs, she's got bangs for days. Like, her haircut, it is so sexy. It's like this, like, she's got these bangs that are just like, wow. But the thing is that she, oh, fuck. Well, how would you describe it? Stop it! It's scary! It's scaring me! No! This woman. Oh! This woman made the main kid. She made Matt Amsterdam. And Matt Amsterdam is one of the most annoying, twerpy, derpy, dumb characters in the whole series. And so I don't care how hot she is. And there's this weird thing where she doesn't want him to sleep in the guest room. She doesn't want to make that his room. Or I mean the attic. And it's like, why? Like, why can't he have that room? It's like she's biased against him. And so I don't really like people who are biased like that, who have some sort of a weird, like, you just gotta be honest, like, what is the problem with him sleeping in the guest room or the attic? Like, you know, if he wants to do that, he should be able to do that. Like, he's not doing any damage to anything or anyone. Next up is the mom from Don't Wake Mummy. Now, this woman, she's a ditz. She's just a total space cadet weirdo. She doesn't really do anything the whole episode except give exposition. She's like, oh my god, we got a delivery. It's a mummy and we're gonna put it in the basement. And, it turns out this mummy is evil? He was an evil guy in real life? Wow. Oh, let's just tell my kids about that. And then it's like, we have a killer mummy in the house. It's like, ooh. She's pretty cute, but she's a ditz. As a kid, though, I had a big crush on the sister, you know, her daughter. As a kid, you know, I couldn't really find many girls who liked horror like me. And in this episode, you know, the sister, she is big into horror. And she just seems like the perfect girlfriend. Like, she's so into horror. And so I really liked her as a kid, but I never liked the mom. And now, like, I do not like the mom. I could have put her lower even. Next up is the mom from Werewolf of Fever Swamp. And you guys couldn't blame me for this, but I am not going to hook up with a woman who is in an episode called Werewolf of Fever Swamp. And I think you guys know why. I don't want to have any sort of swampy interaction with a swampy woman of any kind at all. I don't care how dirty you guys think I am. I would never go as dirty and gross as sleeping with a woman who is in an episode called Werewolf of Fever Swamp, okay? Okay. And no, I'm not saying anything bad about the actress, obviously. I mean the character in the episode. Werewolf of Fever Swamp. Would you guys like to have swampy sex? I don't want to have swampy sex! I don't want to have swampy sex! Okay, next up is the mom from Welcome to Dead House. She's just pretty average. I really think she's got a cute voice. And she's got a nice hair color. I just don't like the hairstyle. And she doesn't really stand out to me in the episode. She's pretty stupid, as usual, for the parents. Speaking of stupid, this next up is the most derpiest character of the series. The mom from Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. You know, I didn't even know she was there until, like, she's there for, like, a flash second near the end of the episode. But her character in the book, she's got this big prominent role where she has like a lawn gnome fetish, and then they chip the gnome and they want to hide it from her, and it's really weird. And you know, she just comes off like nothing. Like she's like an air person. Like there's nothing to her in the episode. The next up is the mom from The Haunted Mask 2. This woman is very nice, but she's special, okay? She thinks that her son is, like, still 5 years old, and she's like, here, you're gonna wear this pirate costume that you wore when you were, like, 5 years old. And it's like, just imagine what she would be like if you dated her. Like, she would be like, okay, hubby, time for you to put on your, schoolboy uniform, and you know she'd totally be into the role play. The only pro with dating the mom from Haunted. Oh shit! I'm turning that off. I am turning that off right now. How do I turn that off? I don't know. Damn it. The only pro is that she knows how to make hot chocolate, which is I know how to make hot chocolate. I know how to cook too, so suck on that. People. Next up is the mom from Bride of the Living Dummy. She's a great MILF, gotta be honest, but she's just really average. Nothing much to her. And with that, we are on to the B category. The B tier women. I'm sorry about those noises. At least they're not noises that I make. Hopefully. Or else I'd have to go to the doctor to figure that out. Next up is the mom from Trilogy Part 1. And she is the mom of the bitch girl who is like a money-grubbing, greedy bitch. And she's just another average one. Like, she's pretty, but she's just really average. Her character, I don't know. Like, her character's just like, I don't know, like, I'm just not a fan of this character. She doesn't come across as having any likable qualities, really. And for some reason, look at that poster. Like, there's some gorilla poster behind her in the daughter's room. Why did they put a gorilla poster in the daughter's room? Oh, that's really weird. Next up is the mom from Stay Out of the Basement. Now, I got one sentence for you, okay? There's this part in the episode where they call her, and she says, Aunt Eleanor, she just got out of her surgery. She still needs me, And it's like, oh yeah. That's exactly that is the type of thing that turns me on, like, more than a nice round ass. That is the thing that turns me on. Like, she still needs me. Like, this woman, she cares. This is a mother that cares. She cares about people. She supports people. She likes people. And she's there for Aunt Eleanor. She's there for her sister. And she is not like Chuck from Better Call Saul. And so I really, like, honestly, she's wifey material, this mom from Stay Out of the Basement, just with that one line alone. And she's very pretty, and I bet that, and she likes eating hamburgers. Remember at the end of the episode, she's like, yeah, let's go eat hamburgers. Like, fuck yeah, let's eat some hamburgers. And she also, like, whenever the daughter questions to her mom, she questions, like, why is he eating plant food? And she says, he just gets wrapped up in his work. Like, she's a very nice and caring in fact, God, I should have put her at number 1. God, that, I apologize, because she deserves number 1, for sure. I apologize about that. And also, apparently she rented a bunch of movies for the kids to watch, and like, wow, she's a babe. She's just a total babe. Next up is the mom from Let's Get Invisible. She's got this pretty petite look going on. She's got sort of a Audrey Hepburn look going on, but her character's just really boring and bland. I don't remember a single thing about her character. Now, next up, this is another one where I have to apologize, because it is Larry's mom. Larry's mom. Mrs. Larry from The House of No Return. Now, this woman, this fucking goddess, this blonde goddess with the purple shirt, oh yeah, she is just the babiest babe of them all. And there's this part in the episode where she's talking to Larry, her son. She's sitting next to him, and she's feeding him a cheeseburger. And she says, son, are you making any friends? And she's like, go out there and make friends. Go on, go out there. Go out there and make some friends. Like, she's so supportive. She's so nice. And gosh, she fed him a cheeseburger. Oh, yeah. She deserved to be so much higher. I am so sorry, Larry's mom. When I did the rankings, I had accidentally mistaken her for the mom from Say Cheese and Die. And so that was a big mistake. It was because I took a bad picture, too, where she's got her eyes closed. Next up is the mom from Awesome Ants. She's really hot. She knows how to make scrambled eggs. I would like to scramble her eggs. Oh God, that sounds creepy. Sorry about that, but she's pretty hot. I don't really remember much about her character. Next up is the teacher from Calling All Creeps. Now, this woman, she's like got a teacher's pet in this bully, Tasha McLean. And, but she's really pretty. Like, you can see in the far back, you rarely get to see her, except for this image, this blurry image. She's very beautiful, and, she's got like a really hot school teacher vibe going on. And so, yeah, who knows? Next up is the mom from, what's that? The mom from My Hairiest Adventure. She kind of, the sad thing is her hairstyle, I don't think works with her. She's very pretty, but her hairstyle, it looks like Lois from Malcolm in the Middle. Like, she basically looks like Lois, almost. So, no thanks. Lois was a human demon. The next one is the grandma from Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. Now, here's the thing. I know. Whoa! Marco, you put a Gilf that high? Is there another Gilf even higher? Here's the thing about this Gilf. Okay? In the episode, they talk about how there's this book. It's like a Book of the Dead type of thing. And Stanley, the mentally challenged man, he uses the book to bring scarecrows back to life and also intimidate the grandma and grandpa into doing anything he wants. And it goes all the way down to just them having cornflakes instead of chocolate chip pancakes. I gotta be honest. I am fully taking advantage of this book. I am using it to bend the will of this grandma, and she's gonna do anything I want. That's for damn sure. And I'm gonna I don't know. I don't know, actually. I shouldn't have put her this high. But I just thought because of that plot device, it's like such an easy plot device. Like, you don't want to go on a dinner date with me to the restaurant and grill? Well, let's see about that. And then you just whip out this book, and it's like, okay, Book of the Dead, bring the scarecrows to life and kill. No, don't do that. Okay, but you're going to have to, we're going to have to talk about it. You are going to pay for lobster. No, I can't do that. I'm not going to. Okay, I'm going to read the Book of the Dead. You asked for it. So, scarecrows. Lord Scarecrow. No, okay, fine, I'll do it, but no sex. No, we had a deal. I am going to use the Scarecrow book right now. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. But still, it's like the perfect plot device, and I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. It's funny. That's funny wording. Okay. So next up, and she's just really pretty. She comes off as very nice, and she's a very sweet grandma, and so obviously anyone would want to be in a romance with her. Next up is the basketball coach from Be Careful What You Wish For. The con to this person is that instead of just letting Katie, I think her name was, instead of letting this basketball team member, instead of just letting her get laughed at, letting her fail, and letting her just suck, maybe she should actually try to do some basketball coaching and teach this girl how to become a better player. On the pros, she knows how to handle balls. She knows how to handle basketballs. You can guarantee she knows how to handle balls. Real balls. And so there you go. Next up is the mom from It Came From Beneath the Sink. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I would just love to see this woman clean up underneath the sink to look for the sponge. Like, just totally, like, I could just imagine, like, could you imagine, like, uh-oh, there's an evil sponge underneath the sink again. And then she gets on her knees and she bends over and cleans in the sink to look for it. And then that is when she's ready. And it's like, okay, it came from beneath the sink. Well, it has a double meaning because then she ended up getting pregnant after what happened underneath the sink. And so it did come from beneath the sink. Literally. She's very cute. She's got these like blonde bangs, and she looks like she's from a Full Moon Features movie, like she's from fucking Puppet Master 2. Next up is the mom from Monster Blood. She's got this suit on, and she's got this like hairstyle that like a teacher hairstyle. She's really petite, and like, I just love to get like a Monster Blood dildo and use it on her, and then the Monster Blood dildo grows in size until it makes her explode. Like, just the monster blood dildo just keeps expanding and expanding, and that would be so hot. But this woman, she's just really hot. Like, I don't know, like, I really thought that she was hot, to be honest. Next up is the mom from Say Cheese and Die Again. She kind of looks like the Kettleman, Mrs. Kettleman. She looks like Betsy Kettleman, and you all know how I feel about Betsy Kettleman. Yum, 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 yum. Next up is the teacher from You Can't Scare Me. Now, to call this woman a babe is like an understatement. Like, she manages to be wearing the most ugliest teacher-style clothes. Like, she's got this ugly gray sweater and this ugly shirt, and they uglified her hair and, like, poofed it, and, like, it looks all messy. But she is so sexy that, like, it comes through. She is like a fantasy. She's like a dream woman. She is, like, amazing. She is an A++. Next up, this is the best of the B tier. The Friend's Mom and Cry of the Cat. Wow. Now, at first you think, ew! She's like a half cat person. She's gross. She's a monster. But then it turns out she's not evil. She wants a cure. She wants to turn into a human. And so then she turns into human, and she is just a pure, like a babe, and she's a goddess. She's got this sexy short hair, and, you know, she's just a funny person. And so I would totally date the Friend's Mom from Cry the Cat. Now, before we get to the A tier shit, this video is going to be longer than I wanted. Next up is the mom from Vampire Breath. I gotta be honest, I only put her in the A category because she's a vampire. And, you know, vampires, obviously, you get turned into a vampire, you live forever. And so she's a vampire too. You guys can live forever together and have a great life together. That's awesome. Next up is the mom from The Perfect School. She's got this really sexy short hair. Like, I really love her hairstyle. And she's wearing like a jeans jacket and like, She just looks like a perfect 80s, 90s blonde woman. She's got a cute little button nose too, like boop, boop, boop. But she's got cute little lips and cute little eyes too. Next up is the mom from Click. Now, when she crosses her arms and she has this look like, she has this like judgmental look. It is the sexiest look I have ever seen. Like, this, the sexiest facial expression I've ever seen. And, whoa. That's all I have to say. Like, and so here's the thing. She's frozen for most of the episode, so she knows how to be frozen. Now, here's the thing. There is a whole fucking genre of pornos where the actresses pretend to be frozen, and then the guys do what they want. And in fact, and that's not a fantasy of mine, but in terms of just, she's talented. This woman, she can freeze as long as you need her to. But there was this one, it's the only one I've ever seen, I promise. Remember I told you guys, if you guys listened to my top 10 pornos video, there was this porn star named Little Mina, and she liked me a lot, actually. Like, she loved me. She probably still loves me, and she just won't admit it. I sound like a crazy person in these freaking videos, but I'm just putting on a character to be honest. There's this video where she pretends to be hypnotized with this friend, And the guy's like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And she just stands there frozen. And he goes up to her and and then he just like gets a blowjob and he just, okay. And then he does other stuff too. But I saw a video with her where she pretended to act frozen and it was really hot. And I could just imagine like I am going to use that click remote and I'm going to do some other things. Like, remember they did that in an Epic movie when the guy is having sex with Mystique and Mystique turns into like a granny with like giant breasts or something. Like, that was pretty funny. Next up is the mom from Say Cheese and Die. She's really hot and she has one of the funniest lines of the series where the older brother, he's like, oh yeah, this is some good chicken, Mom. And she's like, it's not chicken, Terry, it's veal. That was hilarious. And then he's like, it's good veal. And it's like, yeah, she knows how to cook some damn fine veal. And she has a sexy hairstyle. She's very beautiful. Next up is the teacher from My Best Friend is Invisible. She has just got this prim and proper look with these glasses and yum. I'm just going to splooge all over those glasses. As soon as I saw it, I knew exactly what I was going to do with that picture. I mean, not the picture, the fantasy. Fantasy. Next up is the drama teacher from Phantom of the Auditorium. Now, in the book, this character is the most insufferable person ever. But in the episode, she's not that bad. She's very beautiful. She has a very nice hairstyle. And I love like her makeup and everything. She's very hot for a drama teacher. That's for damn sure. And I would probably vibe with her really well because we're both into acting. So, I'm getting with the drama teacher and having some baby mama drama with her. Next up is the aunt from Werewolf Skin. Now, this woman is so damn kinky. She goes into an abandoned house with her husband and she takes off her clothes and then she puts on a fucking werewolf skin so that she can be a werewolf. I mean, that's how kinky she is. Who knows what else she's willing to do. She is kinky, to the maximum extent. And I am gonna fully do that with her. Do the werewolf skin routine. Put on some werewolf skin. Take off some werewolf skin. Put on a big werewolf dick. You know, who knows how big werewolf dicks are in the Goosebumps universe. And so, the final straw, though, is that she loves to make waffles. I mean, not waffles, French toast. Fuck waffles, fuck pancakes, French toast beats them both. She loves to make French toast. And I gotta be honest. And you guys can tell I'm stuffy. I'm stuffed up. I have a little bit of a cold from sleeping in a cold room. And I gotta be honest, there wouldn't be anything sexier right now, anything more pleasing than having French toast. And I'd love to help her make it. I'd love to just go up behind her and and do stuff while we're making French toast together. Next up is the mom from The Barking Ghost. Now, I could just imagine. You think she bark like a dog? You think she would do that? You think that she'd be into that? I don't know, but I'd like to find out. She's got a very beautiful hairstyle, as I keep saying, and she's got nice pouty little lips. They're very pouty. Like, you can just tell, like, she would just, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, I'm trying to be funny and and also explain why, but it's hard because it's like, how do you explain personal attraction? Next up, now we're going to explain. Next up is the evil mom from How I Got My Shrunken Head. Now, at the end of the episode, she turns into a little tiny person. She shrinks down to the littlest, like she's basically as big as a pinky finger. And so, do you know how I said, there's some girls who are a fan of eating, and there's some girls who aren't a fan of eating? Well, you could literally give this girl, like, I'm trying to think of, like, how you could do it without them suffocating to death, but, you could, give her, like, a rope, and like a string. Pull the string! Pull the string! You could give her a string, and you could shove her up your ass, and then she will eat you out from the inside. And so I'm really getting into the filth now. And then you could just pull her out like an anal bead, and she'll go, ah! And not only that, you guys know how it would I don't know, like, it'd be kind of hard to do, but I don't know. It's just like, her size is well enough to put her in the A tier. We're almost into the top 10 as well. Next up, an honorable mention is the mom from The Haunted Mask. She's into love. She's into true love. She's into the whole love thing that people have sort of forgotten about. She's into that. And so that means she's top tier to me. I mean, come on. She's just the sweetest, nicest, kindest person. And she's just the best. And so, one second, I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to do something. Sorry about that. Just had to tell Sophie what I was doing still at this moment, where now I have taken longer than 67 minutes. Damn it! The mom from The Haunted Mask, she is just a babe. She is a true babe. She's a true person. She believes in true love. She's a good parent. She's a good mother. I'm just going to turn the phone off at this point. And she's perfect. Next up, now we're in the top 10. Number 10 is the mom from Go Eat Worms. Now, I gotta be honest, she's got this sexy, like, work clothes on. She's got this sexy, like, businesswoman look, this businesswoman haircut. But we all know she knows how to take a worm. I mean, in this picture, like, she's got her son's hands on her, and it looks like she's taking his worm. And, she knows how to take a worm. And, any person, she can go eat worms. Next up is, I am not going to be able to publish this Breaking Bad video the same day that I talk about women taking worms. Even though it's all in good fun, it's like, I know how it looks. The next up, number 9, is the deaf mom from The Ghost Next Door. Now, she really is a goddess. Like, she looks like a model. She's got these beautiful eyes and these lips and the hair. Yeah, there's so much great hairstyles. She looks great. And she's very nice. Next up, number 8 is Mrs. Carlsbill from Trilogy Part 3. This woman, I gotta be honest, like, this little fucker, he got a coupon to come into Carlsbill to get with this blonde babe. And he got a coupon. He says, your prize is to become a citizen of Carlsbill. And so he was like the king of Carlsbill, and she's the queen of Carlsbill. So basically, he was hooking him up with her. And, Carl of Carlsbill. And I gotta be honest, like, I don't care if I'm getting turned into plastic. I am doing whatever it takes to get with this queen. This blonde, she looks like a Barbie doll. Fuck yeah. Number 7 is oh yeah. Now here we get to the good stuff. Number 7 is the mom from Night of the Living Dummy 2. She really loves ice cream. She's got a nice, thick, curly hairstyle. She really loves ice cream. She's big and beautiful. And I gotta be honest, I don't know what flavor of ice cream is. I don't know what brand of ice cream this is. But as soon as I saw this picture, and I took this picture on Netflix, I gotta be honest, I am eating that ice cream right out of her ass. Okay, next up, number 6 is, wait, how do we get to number 6 is the mom from Trilogy Part 2. She's a wholesome woman. She's very, very wholesome. She seems like a great person. And she's very hot. She's got a different hairstyle than most of these people who have these big poofy hairstyles. She has more of a refined model hairstyle. Number 5 is the mom from Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. And even though her character is insufferable and annoying and evil, she's really sexy. In fact, I was worried about having to do this list, but as soon as I saw her, I was like, oh yeah, we're going to have fun with this one. She reminds me of, there are these candies that are called caramel creams, and she is just a caramel cream to me. Like, she is so creamy. Like, she's got this smile, and she just looks like such a decent person. But in the episode, she is pretty bad. Next up is the mom from Welcome to Camp Nightmare. This woman is amazingly beautiful. She is just so awesome looking. She looks like a classic movie star. She's very, very beautiful. She has a really nice smile. But she is an alien, so that did bring her down a little bit. Number 4 is the mom from... I'm getting all my numbers confused. I need Count Numbers guy from Sesame Street. I need Count Chocula over here right now. The mom from The Girl Who Cried Monster is next up. She has a very sexy hairstyle. She looks like a 1950s housewife. The only downside with this beautiful woman is that she is a monster. She literally is. She's like part snake or something. And she's a cannibal. She eats people. And she's creepy. She scares me, but in a good way sometimes. Next up is number 3, which is the mom from Attack of the Mutant. And I gotta be honest, this mom, she loves her son. She gives him comic books secretly, and she really loves him, even though he's fat. And so maybe she would love me because even though I'm fat, and she'll give me lots of love. And she's very beautiful. She's just got a very beautiful face, and she's very beautiful. Next up, number 2 is the 4-person scientist team from Shocker on Shock Street. Now, I gotta be honest here. This is 4 women who look exactly the same. They're all 4 blonde babes, and they all remind me of a certain porn actress that I won't say her name. I'll just say her first name is Ella, and she's German, and she's very, very sexy, and these remind me of her, and just thinking about having 4 of her just makes me just like cry tears of joy. And who knows if that, they're scientists, so they're smart, they got these sexy glasses, and if you splooge on one of them, you can always just use another one of their pairs of glasses. And so, yeah, they are a dream team. They're smart, they're intelligent, they're awesome. But number one, oh, thank God I'm finally almost done. Number one, because I'm not feeling well. I gotta be honest, I'm not feeling well. Number one is the mom from Be Scareful What You Wish For. Whoa. Okay, this woman... she took me off guard. This woman walked into her house. She came back from being a bee or a fly, and she came right marching into the house, talking to her daughter, and then she turns around to make a phone call. And I saw on Netflix the picture that I will post right now at 1 hour and 15 minutes and half. She had the tightest ass I've ever seen. And I gotta be honest, this is the only list where I have gotten aroused making. Like, all of my other lists with these rankings, I have just been like, kind of like I'm looking at it like a scientist myself. This is the only list where I got super turned on making it. She has got a tight little ass and these suit pants, and she's a fucking A+++. Like, I immediately knew what I would wish for, if you know what I mean. Like, she's perfection. So, that is my conclusion of... God, this video is a disaster. But that's my conclusion to the Milfs and Gilfs of Goosebumps. Please like this video. Please, please, for all that I've sacrificed. I haven't sacrificed anything, but just pretend that I sacrificed my entire life in jail, like Jimmy did in Better Call Saul. To make Kim feel better because she suffered a fate worse than death. Just pretend that I did that sacrifice for you. So, please like this video, comment, tell me what you think about all these Milfs and Gilfs, and then please subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos where I just go full on filthy and all that type of stuff. So goodbye, everybody. See you.